What's up, guys? Luke
and Chris
back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast.
The end of the week show where we talk about what's interested us in the world of video games each and every week.
Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on so you can catch us every time we post a video like this or all the other stuff that we do on this channel. But with that being said, let's get right into it. So, Insider says EA may be going in the direction of free-to-play for Battlefield 2042. An industry insider tweeted this. EA is reportedly very disappointed with how Battlefield 2042 has performed and is looking at all options when it comes to the title.
That's a coincidence because gamers are really disappointed on how Battlefield 2042 performs.
Yes.
So that works out.
Yep. This is including looking at free to play in some capacity. So,
okay.
Battlefield 2042. I mean, how do you feel
Dude,
about
when I
this
saw
game?
okay, listen, I'm not a big modern day first person shooter, but I'm a sucker for grappling hooks. It means traversal's more fun. So when I saw grappling hooks in this, I was like, maybe this is the Titanfall 3 that I never got. It is not the Titanfall 3.
And it's an EA title.
Exactly, which is, I believe, Titanfall, Respawn.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this trailer makes it look really fun.
Yeah.
And that's called false advertising.
Well, if we're really honest, any first-person shooter cinematic trailer is going to make their game look badass.
Oh, God, dude.
But none of that is gameplay. That's just a cinematic trailer.
What DICE has always been really good at, though, is creating very cinematic, like, I used to play Battlefield 3 religiously. You'd, like, put C4 on an ATV and roll it into someone's place and then shoot the C4 and it would just blow the whole thing up. Like,
that sounds amazing.
It's like out of a movie, and you'd, like, jump out of a plane, shoot someone, land in another plane. That was sick.
Yeah.
And that's because it was on an engine that worked. Nowadays, I don't know. I don't know if it's just too demanding or I just think it was rushed.
It was rushed.
Poorly. I think if it was finished, the game would have done well because it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It looks like fun. It's not a World War II game. Call of Duty. And it looked like it was going to be a pretty good romp, but they just...
Yeah, I don't know much about this. I have a hard time with first-person shooters in the first place.
So cool.
I'm more of a third-person shooter kind of fan, but from what I've heard and what we've experienced with the store as far as like sales and stuff goes, it's had a rough launch. You know, most of their player base, from what I've been hearing, has pretty much dropped off because the game sucks. They released a game way too freaking early. They should have delayed it, said it was COVID, moved on, but it's EA. So what do we, like, do we expect any better from EA?
I don't know. I mean, I don't expect better from EA. I do expect better from some of their studios.
Yeah.
I expected better from DICE.
Yeah.
I thought they had a pretty good track record.
But here's the deal. If it's a battle between DICE saying we need more time and EA saying get the game out, who wins? EA has final say with all that stuff. So,
and you know the funny thing, and this is what I heard from like an industry insider, is DICE was rushing because Call of Duty was coming out, but Call of Duty was rushing because they thought that Battlefield was coming out. So they were all just racing for no reason. Like they were like, oh, it's like two guys walking at like a grocery store, and they see one another, and they start like running past the store, and then they end up shopping in like separate aisles. You know?
I just don't look at Battlefield as a competitor to Call of Duty.
I do. It's a first-person shooter, comes out bi-yearly. I'd say it's the closest thing to a competitor.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, maybe.
I personally don't see Call of Duty as a competitor for Battlefield. I think the gameplay is much more varied in Battlefield. Yeah. It's more destruction-based. It's I know we always say Black never got a sequel, but Battlefield is Black. It's got heavy gunplay. It's got destructible environments.
Yeah.
It's Black.
Yep.
So, you know, I just wish they kept with that. Like, I don't know. I might pick up 2042 if a huge patch comes out.
Yeah.
And it's free to play. I mean, that would be cool. And
if it goes,
should make their other games free to play, like Madden, and then just charge for the stuff they're already charging for.
If it goes free to play, I'll pick it up and play it on stream. Maybe we can find a silver lining with this game and see if it's actually worth playing. I just think it's a case of too little too late. By the time they get this game fixed and it's like playable and it's free to play, they'll probably have some other stupid project that they're working on. So it's just like the moral of the story is don't have bi-yearly releases. That's the moral of the story. Make sure your game is done. If it's not done, don't release it.
I just want Titanfall 3. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
First-person shooters, I just want Titanfall 3. And I'm never going to get it because Battle Royale is the big thing, and Apex Legends is what Respawn has completely focused on.
Yeah.
And the developer, like the head guys at Respawn that made Titanfall, it was their baby, they left. They went to Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, yeah. We might see a Titanfall 3, but it probably won't be.
It'll be a Titan flop.
It'll be It'll be a major Titan flop.
It's okay. I'll stick to playing boomer shooters like Dusk.
Yep. All right, moving on now. I have a little video that I want to show you guys.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. He kind of talked to me about it a little bit, but I have no idea what this really is.
Yeah, so. This is just a it's just a small teaser. So
yeah,
let's
you're getting the first impression of a guy who you don't even know me.
Let's take a look at it.
123. That's a date.
123, which is actually at the time of this recording tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that is tomorrow. And that is at the surface, a very simple little video. Like what? Like what's the big deal about 123?
Except for the fact that they use the PlayStation 2 colorway. That's not the PS5 or 4 colorway anymore. Mm-hmm. That blue, red, and green, that's PS2.
That's retro. That's like retro PlayStation.
So if it is backwards compatibility, what did I buy a backwards compatible PS3 for?
I tried to tell you, man!
No!
Okay, get a PS2!
It's okay. I like my PS3.
Yeah, so basically, there's a lot of speculation going on right now. Sony released that. This is a Sony of Japan Twitter. So kind of weird it didn't come out. Like there was no teaser. Probably theirs, so maybe it is today. But Sony of Japan has put this emphasis on 123, and a lot of people are thinking that it's backwards compatibility, and it's something that like obviously gamers have been asking for. Me and you have talked about it so many times, where it's like PlayStation Legacy.
Yes!
Make the PlayStation Legacy alongside the PS5.
That'd be amazing.
It plays 4 through 1, and it's just it eliminates the need to have all these systems lined up. If it was hardware based,
you could play PSP and Vita games too. Just putting it out there.
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
They're great. Have you guys ever played Guitar Man? All right, Guitar Man is one of the best rhythm games I've ever played. I love Guitar Man. Like, go play it right now.
Yeah, just stop watching this and just go.
Go play it after you watch this.
I've never played it, so
go play it now. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
I'll let you borrow my PSP. You can play it.
Yeah, so I think it's really good that they're doing this. I think it's sort of forced because Sony has been kind of on record to saying that they're not worried about the past. They're more concerned about the present and the future. And Jim Ryan kind of got torched on Twitter for doing that. And I think they're kind of doing a little bit of a backpedal move because of all the success for Microsoft. Like, Xbox has been knocking the ball out of the park with Game Pass and with backwards compatibility. They just released like 90 some odd games.
They've been selectively knocking the ball out of the park. They've missed some pretty big ones, but that may have been solved with our next topic because
it
might have been a rights issue.
We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But just back to backwards compatibility, I think it would be fantastic just to have backwards compatibility. But my fingers crossed, kind of like bold statement of the day is disc backwards compatibility.
Please, that'd be
if
amazing.
I can play my collection on a PS5 from PS1 to PS5,
it won't be PS1.
I'll forget about that whole situation with PlayStation Plus backups.
It won't be PS1 though.
Did you guys know that PlayStation Plus, if you have a save on your PlayStation and you want to move that save to another PlayStation, you have to invest in PlayStation Plus. You can't put in a hard drive and transfer that save over to the hard drive and then move it to the new console. You have to have PlayStation Plus, upload it, and then on your other system, download it again. So if you're like an offline gamer, sort of like myself when it comes to PS5, if it's an online game, I'm probably playing it on my Series X. I just play narrative stuff on PS5, exclusives. So I have no desire to go on there online at all.
That's
but I have to invest in it in order to move my saves from one PlayStation to another. And I know that's kind of niche, and I know that not everyone deals with that, but it's sort of, it's really consumer unfriendly the way they do that.
I would agree, and I'd say I see where you're coming from because I have an Xbox One. I barely touch it, and of course I don't have online for it. I've had a PlayStation Plus account since like 2009 or 2008, and it's I was looking at my PS5 because it actually shows the PS3 games you have in your account, and I was just going through. It was like, yeah. I remember that game.
That one.
That was so great, you know?
This nostalgic trip down memory lane.
Even though all I gotta do is go to my closet, pull out my binder, and just flip through a bunch of PS3 games, but that's cooler.
Yeah. But it's good that like Sony has taken a couple of L's. Hopefully they kind of change their ways a little bit, and they start focusing on the legacy that is PlayStation, because it's undoubtedly a seriously awesome legacy, and probably the most important legacy for a lot of fans.
And they clearly haven't forgotten it. Like, I just finished Astrobot. They've got mentions to games like
they know.
Ribbon. That game didn't even come out in the US.
Yeah.
So they know that there are games that people still remember, that still recognize. Actually, we're going to talk about this later, but I wrote down like every main IP Sony still owns.
Yeah.
And we're going to go over that together. It's not, I feel like it's totally doable, and it'd be really cool if the PS5 could do full backwards compatibility. I don't think it'll do one because it doesn't play CD format.
Yeah.
But it'd be really cool because to go to Astrobot's PlayStation Labo.
It doesn't play CD format. It won't read a CD.
It won't. I've tried to play some music in it and it won't play CDs.
Oh, that sucks.
But it's a disc drive, so that could be a software fix.
Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
But
that hurts.
I know. Yeah, I was trying to listen to an album on it, hoping that maybe it would have some cool stuff.
Visualizer
like
or something.
Xbox is sick. Not current Xbox, old Xbox.
Yeah, Series X. I don't think you can.
I don't think it
have
plays
a visualizer. That would be amazing.
Series X. I don't think it plays CD at all.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But yeah, there's still hope.
Yeah, there's some hope.
It could happen.
With that being said, we're kind of moving on, and we've already touched on it a couple of times. And really, everyone knows in the internet world that Microsoft just acquired Activision Blizzard,
Who's Activision? What do they make?
Almost like every game that you've experienced in the last 25 years.
Oh, that reminds me, I wrote them all down.
Yeah.
Okay,
so Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard for $68.4 billion.
Now, keep in mind, this didn't happen overnight. This has been happening. I think they've been working on this for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Legally. They've been wanting to do this, and it would have probably been done if there wasn't a little bit of a backtrack they had to do with the accusations against Blizzard.
Yep.
Which aren't just accusations. It's things that happened, and they're terrible things, and it's not appropriate. But Phil Spencer says he wants to change those things. So that's why I'm like, I am a PlayStation fan. I think Phil Spencer, I saw he's already gone on record saying he's not planning on making Spyro or Crash Xbox exclusives. I feel like he knows that that would be kind of disrespectful. They are PlayStation mascots.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, they were.
If they want to, I still see them as like the days of old. Spyro and Crash, I look at them and I think PlayStation.
I look at them and I think I want to play this on my Switch.
I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it. I think it's cool you can play it anywhere, but I'll play Crash on my Vita.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's kind of where they started. But if Sony really wanted them, they wouldn't have sold them to Activision in the first place.
Exactly, absolutely. They had no plans to do anything with them. Well, technically, Naughty Dog sold them. To Activision, not to Sony. Sony had no say in that. Because Sony never owned them. Sony owned Naughty Dog, that's a good point. Naughty Dog can do with their properties what they want.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's a thing to remember that yes, Microsoft owns Activision, but the individual studios that make those games, they are welcome to let anybody use the IP as they wish, put them on whatever platform they want. Do you want to?
Yeah. So tell us the games that Microsoft just acquired.
These are the IPs, maybe not all of them, but all the ones I could find that Microsoft just acquired. Blur, Caesar, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Crash Bandicoot, Diablo, DJ Hero, Empire, Earth, Gabriel Knight, Geometry Wars, Guitar Hero, which they have said they have plans for, so that's cool. Gun, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Hexen, Interstate 76. They don't have a good track record with games that end with 76, so we'll see about that. King's Quest, Laura Bow Mysteries, Lost Vikings. I think everyone's wanting to see what they're going to do with Lost Vikings. Overwatch, Phantasmagoria, Pitfall, which I'm curious about, Police Quest, Prototype, Quest for Glory, and Singularity.
So the one that really popped out to me when you're going down that list is Gun. Have you ever played through Gun?
Gun is sick.
Gun was a great game. I don't know if it's good these days. That's actually probably
controls are very bulky.
Yeah, that's one I need to replay.
That's original Xbox.
For that series that I just started, the Does It Suck series. Because I remember playing that game for hours when it first came out. Like, the bullet time and, like, it's the open west. And I know we have Red Dead Redemption and 1 and 2 and stuff, but, like, I don't know, I just felt like Gun was like such a fun open world game back in the day.
Red Dead Redemption, so okay.
And I'd like to see, that's a controversial opinion. I don't have any opinion.
There's another bench. Skylanders, Soldiers of Fortune, Space Quest, Spyro the Dragon, StarCraft, Tenchu, which I really hope they do something with. Imagine ray tracing Tenchu. Time Shift, which would be sick. Pro Skater, which I really hope they don't make an exclusive until I have an Xbox. True Crime, World of Warcraft, and Zork. Like, everybody's really hoping to see Zork in the new system.
Zork 2.
Zork. What's Zork?
I've been waiting for Zork 2.
Somebody come get their Zork. Dude, so with that being said,
if Zork 2 doesn't come out in the next 5 years, by God!
I'm turning my Xbox into an actual mini.
I'm gonna be pissed.
So with that being said, these are all the studios that Xbox now owns. 343, Avalanche, known for Dishonored, Bethesda, Compulsion, We Happy Few, Double Fine, Psychonauts, Brutal Legend, id Software, needs no introduction. Machine Games, they've been taking care of Wolfenstein, Mojang,
Minecraft,
little game. Ninja Theory, that's Hellblade and Devil May Cry. Obsidian made Grounded and the Space Fallout game. I forget what it's called. Anyways,
Mass Effect?
No, not Mass Effect. It's Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds, yep.
Playground makes Forza Horizon. Tango, they make The Evil Within. Rare made Banjo and Sea of Thieves.
Oh, tons.
Coalition Games made Gears of War.
Gears of War, yeah.
Turn 10 makes Forza Motorsport, different game. Undead makes State of Decay. And ZeniMax, nothing great. That's what I wrote down. I think that's a personal thing. I just don't like ZeniMax all that much.
So that's how many...
it's Fallout 76. That's what they made. That's why I wrote nothing great.
Yeah, Fallout.
So how many
Skyrim
studios
games.
is this?
Yeah, how many studios
4,
is that?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. 17 studios.
17 studios that are making games right now for Xbox.
But before we take the L, do you want to read think you could read my handwriting. Do you want to read the PlayStation Studios?
In a second.
Okay.
So I want to avenue into that because there's been a lot of like crazy response from people on Twitter and stuff saying that this is like the end of the world and that like Microsoft is now a monopoly and they have all this stuff. And I just want to know, like, what does their acquiring Activision, what does it really mean? Like, does it mean that they're a monopoly? I don't think so. I think they just want Game Pass.
I'd say they have a genre
like
monopoly.
The best thing ever. What's
well,
that?
It's not a monopoly because a monopoly means there's one and no one else can have it.
Yeah.
I will say that they have, like, when I look at Xbox now, I see them as a much more capable, variable game maker. They have a lot more genres now. Mm-hmm. It's not just shooty shoot boys.
Yeah.
You know, they got a lot of good platformers in there. Good 3D action games. Good horror games.
Yep.
Good racing games.
Yep.
I mean, they've had good racing games. Whether you like Forza or not. Like, I'm not a huge Forza guy, but I can look at it and go, that's a fantastic game.
It's a great game.
I just don't want to play it.
Yeah, it is really a good game.
I don't have time to play Forza.
Also, Bloomberg reports that high-level employees have discussed ditching the Call of Duty's current release schedule, which right now Call of Duty gets released every single year. They have two different developers making Call of Duty games.
Sledgehammer and Treyarch?
It's Treyarch and Infinity Ward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Infinity Ward and Treyarch release a crappy Call of Duty game every year. So they're actually talking about like maybe getting away from that, and you gotta feel for them. Like, could you imagine being on the Call of Duty team at Treyarch or freaking Infinity Ward and being like, what are we gonna do this year? Are we gonna do something new? Like, I mean, I have all these great ideas, and they're like, no. You're going to make another Call of Duty game, and you're going to like it. Now get out of my office.
Medal of Honor needs to come back.
Like, that freaking sucks, dude. I don't want to be a part of that team. So I think they're eager to get away from the Call of Duty series a little bit and make it something where it's like, make it like Fortnite. Make it like, they already have Warzone. Just let Warzone be the thing for the next 5 years or whatever. Just update Warzone and then work on other projects or work on a long-term campaign-based Call of Duty game that's like fully fleshed out, thought out,
takes advantage of the Xbox.
And it takes advantage. Well, no, takes advantage of the PlayStation and the Xbox.
So no, because it's been said on record that they're planning to more than likely move the campaign Call of Duty games as an Xbox exclusives, and Warzone will remain shared.
Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warzone will be on PlayStation as well.
Fair enough, but like, you know, Warzone just you know, just add to that. Yeah. Like, people love it. People are playing it like crazy. I don't Call of Duty much, but I know that a lot of people like Warzone. Yeah. So I like that. Also, IGN reported that Phil Spencer, we already talked about this, is excited about reviving dead old franchises.
Give me Blur 2, I swear to God!
Gun, dude. Bring back Gun.
Give me a racing game that is not an open world explore, like, I guess, it's just about racing. Like, give me a really, really fun racing game that I can pick up. Like Dirt 5, it nailed it. Knocked it out of the park. You can make your own levels. You can download other people's levels. Crazy locations. 3-lap races. It's got Nolan North. It's got Troy Baker. And it's got the Donut Boys.
Yep.
Best racing game right now.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Zork. Zork 2 needs to come out. It needs to happen. Like, come on, Phil Spencer. Get on it, Phil.
I want to see Prototype, too. A next-gen Prototype would be sick. Particle effects on all the nasty, nasty blood.
All right. Does this make Microsoft evil? Are they just the worst scummy corporation of all time because they bought Activision Blizzard? Are they a monopoly?
Listen. Okay, if you're at a pizza party, okay, and there are a bunch of people, they've all had their slice. You go, hey, can I have an extra piece? Is everybody okay with that? Then they're like, I'm not using the extra piece. So you take the... Are you evil? You take 2 slices of pizza. Does that make you evil?
Kinda.
Okay, well, there's my analogy out the window.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
No, it's literally like, if Sony wanted to buy those, they would have bought them.
Yep.
You know, and like it or not, I know everyone, you know, I love gaming. Gaming means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
It is a business.
Yeah.
These are companies.
Yep.
And they sell to each other.
They need to make money. And if Microsoft bought, like, say they bought like 20 more studios, like there would still be 20 more new ones popping up, like indie developers that are growing and changing. Almost all these different studios, they started out as small studios. Mm-hmm. They made good games and they grew, and their team grew. So the whole idea that Microsoft is some monopoly is just ridiculous, because Sony owns not a developer. Sony owns Spider-Man. Sony owns Wolverine now.
They own pretty much every
Microsoft can't make a Wolverine game.
I think as long as Sony is respecting and utilizing Spider-Man, Wolverine, probably Daredevil. I think Daredevil's going to be the next superhero to get really big.
Oh, yeah. Daredevil's on the rise.
Like, imagine a Daredevil game that uses the DualSense controller. Because he senses things around him. He can't see. Yeah. So what if there's like an impairment idea to the game, and it uses the DualSense controller?
That'd be cool.
It'd be cool, it'd be unique, and it wouldn't just be... Because here's the thing. Superhero movies, superhero games, I love them, guys. I really do. I grew up on comic books, but they're kind of the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
You know? So it'd be cool to get a different experience with a AAA title, IP, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that the Wolverine game is going to be really cool with the adaptive triggers on the DualSense. That's going to feel great, and it's going to be something that Xbox can't emulate.
Yep.
And that's because Sony is about giving experiences, less than
fanboy.
You know, well, Xbox gives great stuff too. For the record, I might not be into all of it, but
no, I agree.
I'm kind of playing devil's advocate, where it's like, yes, Sony doesn't always have the best performing games. You know, I'm admitting that.
Guess.
But I think it's because. Well, because the new Xbox performs better than the PS5.
It's just a little more
just
powerful.
A little bit.
Well, it's actually a lot of it, but who cares anymore?
Exactly.
I don't care.
It's about the games.
Yeah, it's all about games.
And that's something Sony learned a long time ago, and it's something Xbox is getting the hang of.
It's all about UI.
They've got it.
Just have good UI, have good games coming out on a pretty frequent basis.
Respect the player.
And you're gonna get players, but also another side of it is consumer friendliness.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $70-$80 for a game. Like, I don't think that's fair.
Too bad.
You know? Yeah, too bad.
That's how it is now.
Exactly. That's just kind of how it's going.
If
but
you
I'm
look
pretty sure Microsoft isn't really doing that.
Oh, they're doing that.
The $70 price tag?
For Series X games, yeah, at Target and stuff.
$69.99?
$69.99, buddy.
Oh, okay.
They're not doing that on their digital store. Which is
well, they still have Game Pass, so like, who cares? Right?
Exactly.
Like, Xbox is a Game Pass machine.
Xbox is releasing games same day on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at
why are you gonna go buy the $70
PlayStation
version?
fan and going, dude, PlayStation now? More like PlayStation never.
Never.
I'm never gonna see that happen. Ever. And I really wish that Sony had a PlayStation now, because I like Sony's games better.
Yeah.
But I like Xbox's format better.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be quite a few games that, and we've scrolled through Game Pass library before, and you're like, oh, that's cool. That's a good game. That's a good game. That's a good game. So there's a lot of games for even the, most staunch Sony fanboy, for them to experience. Show us what games Sony
has. Alright, so just because a lot of people think this is the death of PlayStation.
Yeah, we're not saying, we're trying to make a compelling argument that this is not this has nothing to do with like a monopoly, Microsoft buying Activision. This is not a monopoly, because Sony owns
17. So Just to start out, Xbox now owns about 17 main studios that are producing games. I didn't write down...
The branches, so those are the main studios, and then they branch off into like another like 15 or so, because there's like 30 or so that they own now.
Absolutely. PlayStation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so about 17, not counting their like world locations like PlayStation, Malaysia, PlayStation, Sweden, PlayStation, Ben, like those places.
Yep.
But we still have Ben Studio, which is in charge of Siphon Filter and Days Gone, which was a great game.
Yep.
Blue Point, they mainly take care of the remasters. They're doing the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And they did the Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Fire Sprite, which is mainly their VR developer. They made Persistence, and they also make software like Playroom.
Ah, cool.
Guerrilla, I don't feel like I need to introduce those guys.
Yeah.
They've got... But they do own something that has not been utilized in a while, and that's Big Brother, which is a security camera-based game. I'd really like to see another Big Brother. I think it'd be cool with the DualSense. A lot of cool ways to use this controller.
Oh, yeah.
House Marquee. Returnal. I love that game. Returnal, Nex Machina, a few others. Insomniac, they don't make anything. London, that's a new studio.
They only made Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Ratchet and Clank.
And freaking Infamous.
And Infamous. Oh, wait, no, that's Sucker Punch.
Oh, yeah, you're
Sucker
right.
Punch
Yeah.
and Infamous.
Yeah.
But... yeah, House Marquee, Insomniac, they just opened a studio in London, which reportedly is working on something big that has to do with like an old IP.
Ooh.
So that'd be cool.
The Getaway.
That's
Sounds
kind
like
of
a London thing.
Yeah. Malaysia, they were making a new Uncharted game, or at least it's rumored that there's a new Uncharted game.
Ooh.
Media Molecule, Little Big Planet, Dreams, Sackboy.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog. Did they make anything?
No.
I can't think of anything.
Moving on.
Moving on. But no, actually, Naughty Dog has Jak and Daxter. They still own the rights to it.
Yeah.
It can still be a Jak and Daxter remaster, game, whatever you want.
Come on.
Some stupid VR experience. Just give us something.
Come on, Naughty Dog.
Nixxes, they made Avengers, published by Square Enix. And they also did Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Pixel Opus, Concrete Genie. Polyphony Studios, they make Gran Turismo. Santa Monica, no introduction, that's God of War.
Yeah, yep.
Sucker Punch, Sly, Ghost of Tsushima, and Infamous.
Whew.
And Asobi, the new studio that made Astrobot. And there's a few Astrobot games planned from the sound of it.
Well, I thought it was Studio Japan that did Astrobot.
That is AO. That's
it's the same thing.
Sony Japan and then Asobi.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there is a lot. I think I wrote down a few more, I thought, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of good ones. I wrote down the games. I swear to God, I wrote down the games. Where did they go? Here they are. Okay, these are the IPs that Sony still owns that we could totally get new games for.
Cool.
Ape Escape, Arc the Lad, Astrobot, ATV Off-Road Fury, Buzz, EverQuest, Everybody's Golf, God of War, Gran Turismo, Horizon Zero Dawn, Infamous, Invisibles, Jak and Daxter, Killzone, Last of Us, Lemmings, Little Big Planet, Medieval, MLB The Show, Motorstorm, Ratchet and... Motorstorm. Dude, make a new Motorstorm on the PS5. It'd be so sick. It'd be so cool. Do you guys remember Motorstorm on the PS3? You don't remember Motorstorm?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Actually, Motorstorm's a fantastic
It's a fantastic game, and think about how it could be utilized with the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And Xbox has games that I'm like, dude, the Series X would take a big advantage from getting these games.
Yeah.
But Xbox doesn't have the gimmick that it instantly like gets my mind going about, oh, this would be such a cool way to use this.
Yeah.
You know, it's Xbox is a very competent or a fantastic console, but it just makes me think of a PC.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like a tower.
Microsoft, exactly.
It's a mini tower.
Resistance, Ratchet and Clank, SingStar, Siren, which would be so cool, Sly Cooper, SOCOM, Siphon Filter, Patapon, Echo Chrome, Cool Borders, Eye of Judgment, Until Dawn, Gravity Rush, every Soulsborne game. Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian, Knack, Loco Roco, Vib Ribbon, Twisted Metal, Uncharted, and Wipeout.
Wow.
So if you think that Xbox has a monopoly, you're kidding yourself.
You're crazy, yeah.
Because that is so many different types of games.
You're absolutely crazy. All right, moving on.
Limited
Ryan News.
Going this way, can't go that way actually. Didn't work.
This week, just like every other week, we're going to be talking about some more limited run news. These are new games that just dropped this week that we kind of wanted to share with you guys.
New releases, at least. Not all new games.
Yeah. Yep. And our first
new
game
stuff
is a Stalin.
Rated T for teen.
This is Stalin Tears of the Earth. This is from what I was seeing and kind of what we discussed, a Metroidvania style platformer. Has a lot of anime kind of going on here, like with the cutscenes and stuff. Yeah. But it looks very, very much so like that kind of a Castlevania. Like NES
Switch
Castlevania or possibly a
Bloodstained,
Bloodstained or Ninja Gaiden, something kind of along those lines.
Looks cool.
And this game looks like it could actually run on an NES. Aside from like
there'd be so much like sparkling though.
Yeah. Like aside from like the extra sprites and stuff that they're using, but this game looks like, if you didn't know any better, probably ran on the NES.
If you're stupid, you'd think that this was an NES game, is what we're trying to say. So if you think this is an NES game, congratulations, you're stupid.
I guess I'm stupid. Anyways, I
didn't think you thought this was an NES game.
This game looks really, really fun.
It does.
It's, of course, right up your alley.
Absolutely.
And shoot, if I sat down with it, I'm sure I would really love it. I do like Metroidvania games. I just don't play them a whole lot. But when I do sit down and give them a shot, games like Hollow Knight, as well as, what is that?
Stained?
No, not Bloodstained. Dead Cells.
Oh, Dead Cells.
Dead Cells we had a ton of fun with on livestream even. And so like I really do like Metroidvania games when I give it a shot. This one looks like it would be a really fun one. It's kind of looks like you're playing a bunch of different characters too.
Yeah,
they're like a
why
team.
I recommend I put down in my notes it's more like Castlevania, like later Castlevania games. Or like Bloodstained than Metroid. I think it's called a Metroidvania because it's got a lot of exploration.
Yep.
But swordplay, you've got parrying, you've got 3 different characters. This is, if this is Bloodstained was on the NES.
Yes.
I think that's what this is going to be.
Exactly.
It's made by Labsworks. They made Sheepo and Castle of Darkness, which are games that I've thoroughly enjoyed. So I probably will be picking up Estalon, but I probably won't finish it in time for the next episode.
Yes.
So I can't give you my thoughts on it like I will later with the Lair of the Clockwork God.
Yes. Okay, so this game is on a couple different platforms. It's going to be on PS4 and Nintendo Switch.
Ooh, magnets, that's new.
Has a standard release, which is $34.99, as well as a collector's edition for $74.99, as you're seeing on screen now. And the collector's edition includes physical copy of Stalin Tears of the Earth for Switch, a Stalin Tears of the Earth art book, a Stalin Tears of the Earth 3-disc original soundtrack, and 12 never heard bonus tracks, and you guessed it, a Stalin Tears of the Earth magnet set. $74.99, not too bad of a value. You're getting some magnets and stuff you can put on your refrigerator. You get a full-on soundtrack with 12 bonus tracks and an art book. It looks like with a bunch of detail in it, maybe describing each character and how they took them from anime form and made them 8-bit and all that stuff. So this one looks really nice. I love the colors and stuff on the artwork. I feel like that would look super nice on your shelf too. Just freaking radiates character. I really like that a lot.
It looks pretty cool. I might pick it up digitally.
Heck yeah.
I'm not gonna pay $74 because I don't know if I like the game or not yet. But sometimes that's your loss. I kind of wish that I had the money to pick up Lair of the Clockwork Gods Collector's Edition.
Yeah.
Because I ended up falling in love with that game.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second. So, next 2 games, kind of bundle them in and run through them. Boy and his blob. Apparently people really wanted a boy and his blob. I think I've had a boy and his blob on the shelf.
You guys wanted a physical version. You could have just bought ours. It's like $9, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, nobody wants this game. Who said they wanted this game? I have no idea.
The boy wanted it.
Apparently, Limited Run thought they wanted it. So we have a re-release of A Boy and His Blob. And if you don't know what A Boy and His Blob is, it's an original NES and Game Boy game, and it's about a boy and his blob, and his blob can basically do different things. Like, it can turn into a ladder, it can like
be a key.
It can be a key. Like, it's basically his partner for like getting through puzzles and stuff, and
this looks like
getting
a
to new
Frosty
heights.
the Snowman version of Friday the 13th.
The
way he's chasing him.
Dude,
dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun.
that is a creepy blob.
That is a boy in his nightmares.
Yeah, that is like so. As you can see on the screen, like, the blob helps you traverse the map and all that stuff, and it's an okay game. I enjoyed what I played of it, but I didn't play it for all that long. So what does that tell you?
I'm sure there's a big following for this game. I would imagine that's why they did it. Clearly, neither of us are too keen on it.
Yeah.
But I am sure that there's a good reason that they made a physical version, a collector's edition, whatnot. I mean, I don't think they would have done it if people didn't want it. I just think it's not something that we are in the know about as far as Boy and His Blob goes. Because if that's the case... If you got time to make games that no one asked for, where's my collector's edition? If you love
A Boy and His Blob, let us know. Lay the hammer down in the comment section. Let us know why we should care about this, because I'm having a hard time. It's gonna be an NES only, and it's oh wait, what? Wait.
Is that a typo or just a bad business decision?
NES class. No. Release it. No. So this is actually, I think you changed that.
I didn't touch anything.
Really?
Or maybe I did by accident.
Yeah.
I just had it open while I was looking.
Oh, maybe it was a typo. But anyways, this is NES edition only. So it's basically a re-release of the NES.
It's like a homebrew?
Yeah, sort of. It's just a re-release of the original game. I'm sure they collaborated with whoever owns the property,
right,
and they re-released this game for NES, which is cool, and I do like. I just can't help but say, why A Boy and His Blob?
Where's my Abadox re-release? Maybe get rid of like the completely glitched out wall on level 7.
Sure, maybe fix Abadox.
Fix Abadox.
I think actually Abadox would be in the same place. We'd both be like, why?
I wouldn't be like, why? I'd be like, sick. I will go pick that up, especially if they fix the wall on level 7.
You alone, brother.
Me and my blob.
Yeah, all right? Yeah, you and your blob.
You know who would buy that? A Boy and His Blob. That's who.
Yeah. So this one's gonna have a standard and a collector's edition. Standard edition is $59.99, so basically a cost of a full price game. And the collector's edition is $89.99. And this is
I like the white cart.
Yeah, so the regular one has a gray cart. The collector's edition has a white cart. I just want to note that the collector's edition is $30 more than the standard edition. And now I'm going to tell you what's in it, and I want you to decide if it's worth $30.
Am I looking at the regular edition right now?
No, you're looking at the collector's edition right now. This is the collector's edition.
That's weird because I'm a collector and I don't care.
For $89.99. So the collector's edition comes with Boy and His Blob Trouble Bloblonia white cartridge for NES, individually numbered deluxe foil stamped O sleeve. Do you know what an O sleeve is? I guess outer sleeve is what they're going for. NES classic classic NES style box, which is what the original also comes with. Boy and His Blob Trouble and Bloblonia soundtrack.
Is that vinyl?
And
it looks like vinyl.
No, it's just no.
Okay.
It's a CD. and Dust Sleeve. The regular version comes with the original NES style box and a gray version of the cart.
That's an expensive can of spray paint.
So what you're getting is a different color variant, which I think would stick out like a sore thumb in your NES collection.
A soundtrack.
A soundtrack that nobody cares about. Like, literally, please, like, blast us in the comments if you care about this.
I want to find this soundtrack.
But literally, no one cares about this. Dust sleeve that has limited run on it, and a outer sleeve. Do you think that's worth $30? In any stretch of the imagination?
Just sample the music real quick. I'll give you an answer.
Okay. You're just like...
I kind of like it, but I don't know if I paid $30 for it.
I kind of hate it.
I just got it for free.
Sucks ass. So yeah, so that's what you get if you get the collector's edition. I know you're not gonna. If it was like
an orchestra version of a song and someone loved it, I'd love an orchestra version of the original music from Metroid. That'd be sick.
Moving on, we're gonna go to the next one.
But also, Boy and His Blob is not Metroid.
We have another Boy, so that's available for pre-order right now. We have another Boy and His Blob also being released. That is the Game Boy version, and what I wrote down for that is it's more of the same, just worse graphics. So we can go ahead and see what the Game Boy version is about. This is actually
the Blob. What's on the screen right now? Is that what the Boy and His Blob is? I'm the boy and this is my blob because it looks like garbage.
This is a just an even worse looking version. And this is the one that I remember playing.
This guy's
kind of got stuck, and I finally kind of figured it out. This guy, whoever's playing this, kind of sucks. But yeah, so more of the same, guys. It's this one's gonna be a re-release as well. It's a Game Boy edition only. It comes with a standard for $39.99, which ain't bad for a brand new Game Boy game release, which is kind of cool.
I kind of wish it wasn't the Boy and His Blob.
As well as a collector's edition, and what does... Oh, crap.
Whoa, sorry. That looks great!
Sorry about that.
Oh.
What does the collector's edition come with? The collector's edition comes with a physical copy of The Rescue of Princess Blobette for Game Boy, classic Game Boy style box, individually numbered deluxe foil stamp outer sleeve, The Rescue of Princess Blobette soundtrack. I think this is worse than the last one.
What I'm wondering
is
like, what if Mario, like Super Mario Land 3, had a dumb pop-up that was like, featuring Mario? It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Starring a boy and his blob. That's like saying starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt in like 1980s. Who is that?
Well, to be fair, the name of the game is Rescue of Princess Blobette, and it's starring a boy and his blob.
I know, but they're not starring. They're like featuring.
They're like the main characters.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, and a boy and his blob is in this also. You can't say starring because they're not stars.
Okay, so now the regular version comes with the box and the game.
Okay.
Regular colored game. No soundtrack, no outer sleeve. And it's $40 less than this.
So
this is $40 more.
A false scarcity outer sleeve. And
we've already wasted too much time on this thing. This is just it's terrible. Limited run, clean up your act. I have no idea why you did this.
They blobbed this one.
You really blobbed it on this one. Next game.
Better news.
Yeah, even better news. We have another game called
Maybe.
a Little Golf Journey. This is a Switch only release. Okay. And this looks like a fun little golf game with kind of that Unity low poly count graphics. and it's, you know, soothing and relaxing. It's a golf game. It's not really
it's a puzzle game too.
Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle game. It's not a putt like miniature golf game. It looks like you're actually hitting like full shots. And it just looks really pleasing.
It's made by Platonic, the guys that make ukulele.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is like we've live streamed golf games. And
I'm going to play this. I am a sucker for like easygoing golf.
Dude, I had a lot of fun playing that golf game.
They're a great time passer.
Yeah, it was really soothing and just a good game. So this one looks really cool. It's gonna be a Switch release only.
What does it look like? What's it come with?
This one's available for pre-order right now as of January 18th, and this is so it's just a Switch release only. It's a physical edition, and that is available right now, and it's going to be $34.99.
That limited run golf ball looks really cool, actually. I kind of want one of those.
That would be kind of, well,
it'd be hard to ship.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if they just sent it with the thing as kind of like,
not like a collector's edition, but just kind of like, hey, here's the game.
Yeah,
and
like,
because you bought from us 2 years ago, here's a golf ball.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the planet is overrun by oversized worms, and they don't know how to golf. So thanks for littering. Because by the time you get your limited run game, the apocalypse is come and gone. You're never gonna get to play.
I need you to get your Castlevania so you can stop complaining, dude.
Not just Castlevania, my physical copy of Duskbed I ordered a year ago.
It's just a physical copy. It's not a collector's edition.
Dude,
it's just like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really know why,
it's
but
not that hard.
Yeah, it's kind of, come on, limited
It's
run.
like they're messing up their room and like playing with toys, and then they're like, I want to play with these toys. It's like limited run. Clean up the toys you got out.
Yeah.
Clean those up.
Yeah.
Then you can play with other toys.
Yeah.
I am invested in the cleanliness of this room.
But they have to move. They have to move the thing forward. So I hope you get your orders very, very soon. I know.
Me too. It's like
I can attest that
bucks.
they do come in. They do come in. So
eventually,
it just takes 3 to 5 business.
What he told me, 3 to 5 business years. What he told me was a limited run. You know, it's like you set it and forget it. And you get it like a cool surprise. Me, I hyper focus. I obsess about it. So I'm very excited about my collector's editions.
Yeah.
God, I really want to play them.
Well, just know when you get it, it's going to be worth a fortune. So
that is true.
That is the good news.
But money's worth nothing when rooms roll the earth.
Yeah.
So.
Dude.
Comment of the freaking week! It's the comment of the week! It's the comment of the week!
Alright, now it is time for our comment of the week. And this one is kind of, I had to dig into the archives a little bit with this one. We really haven't gotten a ton of comments lately because we haven't been super active on the YouTube channel.
Now.
But we are back now, and we are kind of going full force with this thing with hopefully weekly uploads for you guys to enjoy, including this podcast. And this one comes from Anthony5556. I actually wanted to kind of use this one as a like official like explanation for for what we were kind of talking about. But he said, "Hi 8-Bit Plus, great video." And by the way, this is a Switch repair video that I did about a year and a half ago.
Is this the Switch from Hell?
No, okay. This is not the most recent one. This is an older one where I show how to clean out the heat sink as well as blow out the fan and repaste the chip on the Switch so that it'll run cool again. And he says, "Hi 8-Bit Plus, great video. I suspect that my issue is the amount of dust that collected in one space because you said in your video my fan does turn, but it goes crazy fast as soon as I turn the Switch on. Someone told me that I can clean it with alcohol, but I wanted to know, do I need to take it apart like you did and get the fan out too, or can I just clean the vents without taking my Switch apart?" And basically, no. You have to take this thing apart. That's why in my videos I show the entire process so that you can kind of be walked through the entire thing and be able to do it step by step the way that I did it, and hopefully it will look like it's achievable for you. That's kind of my goal when I make those repair videos, is I want to make it look like that it's achievable. I want you to feel comfortable going into it. What I would suggest that you do is make a decision. Do you want to attempt to repair this? If the answer is yes, then do the whole thing. You don't want to half-step anything in life. If you're gonna do it full on. That's the blueprint. So don't you know, make that decision. And if the answer is no, I don't want to work on my own Nintendo Switch, then just hire a professional. Absolutely. Have somebody do it for you, pay them, and do what you do best. If that's hopefully an option for you. So my suggestion to you is that you would just do the whole thing or do none of it. You know, the cutting corners and stuff, I highly wouldn't recommend. But yeah, hopefully that helps at least a little bit and helps you kind of make a decision on it. I wish you the best of luck. But that's gonna do it for us, guys.
That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for joining today. If you got value out of this video, do us a big favor and smash that like button, as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on. And we want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about A Boy and His Blob? Is that like, are we missing something here? Is Microsoft?
I think we are. I don't know why they would have done it if it doesn't have some following.
But hey, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Also, Microsoft, are they a monopoly? Are they the worst thing ever for buying Activision? And do you like Battlefield 2042? I would love to hear if someone likes Battlefield.
I'm pretty sure there are people out there that like Battlefield 2042 because I like McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, I like garbage. There are raccoons in the world.
It's okay to like garbage, just understand that it's garbage.
Yep. So let us know in the comment section, guys. We'd love to hear from you so I can have a little better comment of the week. Also, if you guys want to support us monetarily, we do have a Patreon. Go and check that out. Drop us a little bit of cash so we can make this thing bigger and better and more expansive and more uploads and all that good stuff.
And we can buy Activision.
Yeah!
Give us money so we can buy Activision.
And Sony.
And Sony.
And Microsoft.
And Microsoft.
And Nintendo!
We can't, dude. Keep it down. We can't buy Nintendo. They're going to kill us.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Microsoft tried.
Yep.
They failed.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Luke.
And Chris.
From 8-Bit Plus, signing out, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless.
God bless.